Hello dear students, welcome to the accountancy class. What is our today's class topic? See, our today's class topic is sums on reissue of forfeited shares. Now these are only the sums which are going to come into your exams for 12 months, okay? Where you will have compulsorily the journal entries on the reissue of forfeited shares. Let us take our first question. See, which is this? This is the example number 21. ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಇದರ ಕಿತ ಮೊದಲು ನಾ 20 ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ದಾಗ ಬಿಡಿಸೇನಿ. ಇದು 21ನೇ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಐತಿ. ಇದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾ ನ್ಯೂಮರಿಕಲ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬಿಡಿಸೇನಿ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ದ ಸಮ್ಸ್ ನೌ ವಿತೌಟ್ ಸೀಯಿಂಗ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಬೈ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಕಮ್ಮಿ ನಾ ಇನ್ನು 10 ದಿಂದ 15 ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಅಷ್ಟ ಬಿಡಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಸಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರು ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ. ಮೂನ್ಲೈಟ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ನಾಮಿನಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ 4 lakh in equity shares of rupees 10 each. ಅವ್ರ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 4 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಐತಿ. ಅದು ನಾವು ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಶೇರ್ ಬೆಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇಟ್ಟಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. 10 rupees is the value of each share. So ultimately how many shares does this Moonlight company have? 40,000 share it has. Of these 30,000 shares were issued to the public. The company did not issue all the 40,000 shares for subscription. Aur yes issue madar nodri, they have issued only 30,000 shares to the public. The amount was payable as follows. Now how they are going to collect this amount from the people? 3 rupees on application, rupees 2 on allotment, rupees 3 on first call and rupees 2 on final call. So as you can see, what is the total? 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 3 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. That is the face value of each share, and that is why the heading is given reissue of forfeited shares issued at par. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ತಗೊಂಡಿವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್, ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? at par ಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ಆಲ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ಡ್. 30,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, 30,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಯಾವು? ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗ್ಯಾವು. ಪೀಪಲ್ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್. The money duly received except the final call on 2,000 shares. Only here the money is not received. Rest in all the 3 calls the amount is duly received. The directors decided to forfeit these shares and reissued them at ₹7 per share fully paid up. So see, this is very important. ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸಲ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, when you are issuing the shares for the first time, you are collecting the money according to the calls, application, allotment, call money. But ಯಾವಾಗ reissue ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದರೊಳಗೂ forfeited shares ಯಾವಾಗ reissue ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ, you will take the lump sum amount, one time settlement. ಇಲ್ಲಿ application, allotment, first call, final call ಹಂಗ ಏನು ಇರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಒಂದೇ ಮಾತು. ಎರಡನೇ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಮಾತು ಏನೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 10 rupees share is being issued at ₹7 as a fully paid. So do you think the company is incurring a loss over here? Yes. On each share it is incurring a loss of ₹3. Understand the word that I am using. Is it discount? No. It is the loss that the company is incurring for the reissue of the shares. And that's why only we need to adjust that loss into the forfeiture share account. Now pass the necessary journal entries to record the above transactions in the books of the company. Okay, so what we have to do? We have to solve the question. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, this is one chapter where well in advance you will know that how many journal entries will come. ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ದಿನನೇ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು journal entries ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಸೆಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎರಡು journal entries ಅದಾವ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಿ. So for the application, 2 journal entries. Which will be the 2 journal entries? Application received, application transferred. Then allotment ಗೆ 2 journal entry. Allotment due, allotment received. Then first call ಗೆ again 2 journal entries. First call due, first call received. Now here again 2 journal entries. Final call due, but final call duly received? No. Suppose duly received ಇರ್ತಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಮುಂದಿನ ಯಾವ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗೈತಿ, 2,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲಿನ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದ ನಂತರ 3 ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಮ್, ನಾರ್ಮಲಿ ಆಲ್ ಸಮ್ಸ್. ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ದ 3 ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್? ಫಸ್ಟ್, ಫಾರ್ಫೀಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲೇಷನ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಈಸ್ ದ ರೀಇಶ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಶೇರ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ಫಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಆ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ದಾಗ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ರೀಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದಟ್ ರೀಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನ್ ಫಾರ್ಫಿಚರ್ ಶೇರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಉಳಿದೈತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತಾವ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, 11 ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಟುಡೇಸ್. Okay, so what we will do, we will do all the 11 journal entries. So let us do our first journal entry. What it is all about, the application money received. So write down bank account debit. 2, what kind of share these are? Equity shares and first here. So equity share application account. Okay, into bracket show the calculation. How many shares? 30,000 shares. Into what is the application money per share? The application money per share is rupees 3. Okay, so write down into rupees 3 each. So 3 into 3 is 9 and all the zeros as it is. So that is equal to rupees 90,000. Narration ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. Being application money received. Being application money received. Okay. So first journal entry is O. ಆಗಿಂದಾಗ second journal entry ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? This application money is transferred to capital account. So transferring entry ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. So write down equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. How much money will be transferred? How much is received? That completely will be transferred. So 90,000, 90,000. Write down the narration. Being application money. Being application money transferred to capital account. ಓಕೆ, ಈಗ ನಿಮ್ ಬುಕ್ ದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಪೋಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಾಗ ಓದೈತಿ, ಇಡೀ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿ. ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೇರೆ ಪೇಜ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಡ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಎಸ್, ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮನಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್, ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮನಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ಡ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಟ್? ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮನಿ ಡ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ದ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ. ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Okay, into bracket show the details. 30,000 shares into rupees. What is the amount that is called on allotment? See, allotment pele rupees 2 on allotment. So into rupees 2 each. So how much it will become? It is equal to rupees 60,000. 60,000, 60,000. Write down the narration. Being allotment money due. Being allotment money due. Okay. ಡ್ಯೂ ಆದ ನಂತರ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ? ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮನಿ ರಿಸೀವ್. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರು ದಟ್ ದ ಮನಿ ವಾಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದ ಫೈನಲ್ ಕಾಲ್. ಸೊ ಫೈನಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ತನಕ ಅಂತೂ ಯಾವ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ಡ್ಯೂ, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ನಂಬರ್ 4. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ 2. On what you have received the amount? On equity share allotment account. So write down 2 equity share allotment account. Okay, now what is the amount C that you have received? 60,000. 60,000. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಡಿದ್ರಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬಂದೈತಿ. ಸೊ ನ್ಯಾರೇಷನ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. being allotment money duly received. Why we are using the word duly? How much is demanded, everything is received, that's why. Next entry number 5. Now what is due? The first call is due. Okay, so give the journal entry for that. Equity share first call account debit. First call account debit. 2. Equity share capital account. 2. Equity share capital account. Now into bracket, how many shares are there? 30,000 shares are there. Into rupees. Okay. Now tell me what is the amount on first call? It is rupees 3 each. So what is the amount that is due? The amount that is due is rupees 90,000. Okay. Write down the narration. Being first call due on being first call due. Okay, ಈಗ due ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? received. According to the information that is given to us in the question, the first call is also duly received. So write down the entry. Bank account debit. 2. Equity share first call account. How much is the amount that is received? See, 90,000. Give the narration. Being first call duly received. Okay, leave one line, draw one line. Okay, by easy note, application received, application transferred, allotment due, allotment received, first call due, first call received. Now next call is due. Okay, so ಯಾವುದು ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇದು ಫೈನಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೇ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರ ನೋಡಿ. Okay, so write down equity share final call account debit. 2. Equity share capital account. Okay, now into bracket, give the narration. Being final call due on 30,000 shares at rupees 2 per share. Now here in this narration, I have not shown the bracket calculation. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ನ್ಯಾರೇಷನ್ ದಾಗ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನ್ಯಾರೇಷನ್ ದಾಗ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಯಾರೇ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ದಾಗ ಯಾರೇ ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೋರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಶ್, ಬಟ್ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಯಾರೇ ನೀವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್. So 30,000 into 2 is equal to how much money is due? 60,000 is due. 60,000. Okay. Now as soon as we do the journal entry for due, immediately normally what entry we do? Amount received. But as the information which is given into the question, what they are saying that all the shares were subscribed, the money duly received except the final call on 200 shares. So when we are receiving the money on 2,000 shares, the final call is not received. So you need to keep that in mind. Okay. So Make the journal entry for that. Okay. So which is this journal entry? It is journal entry number 8. What it is for? The final call received. So bank account debit. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ. How much money was demanded and how many shares on 30,000 shares? ಎಲ್ಲ 30,000 shares ಮೇಲೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದೈತಿ? No. So we received the money only on 28,000 shares at the rate of ₹2 per share. Okay. So therefore, how much are the calls in arrears? The calls in arrears is equal to rupee on 2,000 shares into ₹2 per share. Okay. But what you have given here as a debit, here it will become credit because of the amount that you are receiving on it. Okay. So write down 2. Equity share final call account. Final call account. Okay. On how many shares? On 30,000 shares into ₹2 per share. Okay. Now, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಡಾಕತ್ತಿದ್ರಿ? 60,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೇಡಾಕತ್ತಿದ್ರಿ. How much was demanded? 60,000 rupees was demanded or it was due. Now, how much is not received? 4,000 is not received, and that's why only we are showing it as calls in arrears. It is important to show into the balance sheet how much is the calls in arrears, and that's why this heading should and must be shown. Okay. So then obviously how much is the money that is received? 56,000 is the amount that is received. Okay. Amount idar mundana barabeku, bracket ad munde baribeku. ತಿಳಿದಿದೆನ್ರಿ? ಈಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಮಾತು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. When the calls in arrears will come and the shareholder, even after reminding again and again, if he doesn't pay the amount that is due, then only his shares will be forfeited. Calls in arrears ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರನ ಮುಂದಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಏನೇನ್ ಡ್ಯೂ ಐತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದು ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರ ಫಾರ್ಫೀಚರ್ ಅದ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಎದಕ್ ಬರ್ತಾವ? ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. So forfeiture entries will come only when there are calls in arrears. ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. This is a kind of note to remember. Okay. So narration ಬರೆದು ಬಿಡೋಣ. Being final call received except on 2,000 shares. On 2,000 shares. Okay. So till this, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ನಿಮ್ದು ಅದೇ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೈ ಕುಂತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಜರ್ನಲ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ. What is new that will start from here. Okay. So what they are saying, see, first as you ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ the directors decided to forfeit these shares. And ಅಂತ ಬಂದೈತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಾಕ್ಯ ಮುಗೀತು. So here now the journal entry number 9 will come for what? For the forfeiture of shares. After that, what it is told into the question that they are reissuing them at ₹7 as fully paid. So then one more journal entry will come for the reissue, and the last journal entry will be for the transferring entry. These 3 journal entries will come in every question. Only the information will be changed. Okay. So ಈಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋಣ? Cancellation ಅಥವಾ forfeiture the entry ಮಾಡೋಣ. So whenever the shares are being forfeited, the capital account will be given debit. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಕಡೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ? ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ. ಬಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸಲೇಷನ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಗೆ ಏನು ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಬೀಳ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಡೆಬಿಟ್. ಈಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರೀಬೇಕು? ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್. ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ಫಿಟೆಡ್? 2,000 shares are being forfeited. Into what is the face value that you need to take? The face value of each share is ₹10 per share. So therefore, what is the amount that will be debited? the amount that will be debited is rupees 20,000. This is the first point. Now here you need to see whether the shares are issued at a par, at premium or at discount. The shares have been issued at par. Okay. So next ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, to forfeiture shares account ಹಾಕಿ ಅಥವಾ forfeited shares account ಹಾಕಿ. Now what is the amount that will be shown here? ಈ 2000 shares ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ತನಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದೈತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ₹3 ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು, ₹2 ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾರು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ತುಂಬೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಏನ್ ತುಂಬಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಕೊನೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಅಡ್ಡ ತುಂಬಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬಿನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸೋ ಫಾರ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ₹8 per share. Okay, so that is equal to ₹16,000. Now here what you have given calls in arrear as a debit, that will become here a credit. Okay, so write down 2 calls in arrears. What is the amount? See, amount is ₹4,000, and this is how your debit becomes equal to your credit. Write down the narration. Being 2,000 shares forfeited. Being 2,000 shares forfeited. Okay, so this is the journal entry for forfeiture. Now what we are going to do? We are going to do the journal entries for reissue. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ journal entries? Only 2. Okay. Now, depending upon the information that is given in the sum, what you can see that now the shares are reissued at ₹7 fully paid. Okay. So, Torish Bidri, journal entry number 10. Again, when you reissue, what will come? Money will come. Dudu bartaiti nodri. So, bank adan nam parvagi collect ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. Bank is the receiver. So, bank account debit. ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂತು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಕಡೆ? 2,000 shares ಮೇಲೆ ₹7 per share. So how much is the amount that bank is collecting? Bank has collected ₹14,000. Now please focus what I am trying to tell. When you are making a journal entry into capital account, ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ? ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, into bracket 2,000 shares into rupees. Should I write 7? No. In capital account, always the journal entry is done at the face value only. So that is ₹10. So ಏನಾಯ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, amount 20,000 ಆಗ್ತದೆ. So ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಕಾಣ್ತೈತಿ? ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್. ₹20,000 ಬೆಲೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಬರೀ 14,000 ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ಟಿರಿ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ನುಕ್ಸಾನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು. ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನೀವು. ಓಕೆ, ಕಂಪನಿ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಚಲೋ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ₹7 ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಯ್ತು ಅದನ್ನ. ಸೊ ಈ ಏನ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಐತಿ, ಎಷ್ಟೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಲಾಸ್? ₹6,000 ಅದಾಯ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಇದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಎದುರಾಗಿಂದ ಮುರ್ಕೋತೀರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ಫೀಚರ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ದಾಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ₹14,000 ಜಮಾ ಅದಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ಡ್ ₹16,000 into your forfeiture shares account. Now what are these ₹16,000? Where did it come from? This is the money which was paid by the earlier shareholder for the respective calls, but then he couldn't pay the final call, and that's why his rights of share was cancelled. So will we give him that money back? No. So ಅದೇನು ₹14,000 ನೀವು ಜಮಾ ಐತಿ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಡೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? ಫಾರ್ಫೀಚರ್ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಈ 14,000 ಈ ₹6,000 ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಮುರ್ಕೋತೀರಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆನ್ reissue of shares will be borne by the forfeiture share account. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಬರೀತೀರಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? forfeiture share account. debit. Amount is rupees 6,000. Hang bandit 6,000. This is the difference amount between these two. Okay, or you can also see difference amount between the shares. 10 rupees is the share ಐತಿ 7 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಿ. ಸೊ 3 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಶೇರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನಾಗೈತಿ ನುಕ್ಸಾನ್ ಆಗೈತಿ. narration ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. being 2000 shares reissued. ಓಕೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೈತೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೆಯಕತ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡಿ. reissued as at rupees 7 per share, fully paid up. Fully paid up. Okay, this entry is done. Now the last journal entry, 11th entry. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ಫೀಚರ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಐತಿ 16,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಐತಿ. ಅದ್ರಾಗ ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ 6,000 ಮುರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ರಿಮೈನಿಂಗ್ 10,000 rupees? So that will be transferred to your capital reserve account. So write down forfeiture shares account debit. Forfeiture shares account debit into bracket. ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಐತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಜಮಾ 16,000 is the amount that was available. From that 6,000 rupees loss has been removed. So what is still the balance into this account? 10,000. This 10,000 will be transferred to capital reserve account. And what is the amount? See, amount is rupees 10,000. Give the narration. Being balance on forfeiture share account transferred to capital reserve account. Transferred to capital reserve account. Okay. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರು ಹಂಗ ಬರದ್ರಿ ಇಷ್ಟ, then only you will get 12 out of 12. And in your annual exam they will ask you this kind of questions only. Of course, in this variety is there. If the shares are issued at par, if the shares are issued at premium. So right now I have shown you first type. Now I will tell you next type. Yes, this is the next question that we are taking today. This is example number 22, and what it says: reissue of forfeited shares which were issued at a premium. See what the question says. Vijay Trading Company Limited issued 10,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 2 per share. So ಈ ಎಂತ ಲೆಕ್ಕ ತಗೊಂಡ್ವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ shares first time issue ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರನ್ನ premium ಮೇಲೆ issue ಆಗಿತ್ತು. The amount was payable as follows: rupees 2 on application, rupees 5 on allotment including premium. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ allotment ಅದ ದುಡ್ಡು ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತಿ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. 5ರಾಗಿಂದ 2 ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಇಂದ ದುಡ್ಡು ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ allotment ಮನಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತಿ 3 rupees per share. Then first call ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಐತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ 3 ರೂಪಾಯಿ, ಫೈನಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ 12 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಪ್ರತಿ ಒಂದು ಶೇರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕು. Now all the shares were subscribed and the money was duly received except the final call on 1,000 shares. The directors forfeited these shares and reissued them as fully paid at rupees 8 per share past the journal entries. So again it's a very simple sum. The previous sum and e sum, what is the difference? The difference is only of the premium. That here the shares have been issued at a premium. So how and what kind of entries will come, we are going to see that only. Okay. So yes, let us draw one journal book for that, as they have already told. Yen helಯಾರ ನೋಡಿ, ಒಂದು journal book ಹಾಕಿ company book ದಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. So again, can you tell me how many journal entries will come? There will be 11 journal entries in this question also. Okay. So let us start with the first entry. That is for the application money received. So write down bank account debit. 2. Have they mentioned these are equity shares? Yes. bank account debit to equity share application account. Now, what is the amount? See, that is on 10,000 shares. Nodri ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೆಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿ 10,000 share issue ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡಿ, all the shares were subscribed ಅಂತನೂ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ. So it's clear information that 10,000 shares were issued and subscribed. So 10,000 shares into rupees. What is the application money? See, it is rupees 2 on application. Rupees 2 per share. So what is the amount that has been received? It is rupees 20,000. 20,000, 20,000. Write down the narration. Being application money. Being application money received on 10,000 shares at rupees 2 per share. Okay, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಬರೀಲಿಕ್ಕಂದ್ರೂ ನಡೀತೈತಿ. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ನಡೀತೈತಿ. Now, next journal entry for transferring. So, equity share application will become debit. Write down equity share application account debit to equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Okay, how much it is? It is rupees 20,000. 20,000. Give the narration. Being application money. Being application money transfer. Next, third entry. What it is for? Allotment money due. So write down equity share allotment account debit to equity share capital account. Okay, into bracket show the calculation on 10,000 shares into rupees. Oh yes, see this, what I have done? I have done the mistake. Okay, so right time ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಉಳಿತು ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತೈತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಬಿಡಿಸಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಐತಿ. ಸೊ therefore allotment ಮೇಲೆ ಅವರು ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಬಿಡಾಕತ್ತಾರು. 5 ರಾಗಿಂದ 3 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವು. ಇನ್ನು 2 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವು, ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾವು. Okay, so on 10,000 shares into rupees 2 each. Okay, so see here, totally equity share capital, equity share allotment ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡನ್ನು ಬೇಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ, 5 ರೂಪಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ಬೇಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ. ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ. ಸೊ 10,000 into 5 is equal to ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬೇಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ, 50,000 ಬೇಡಾಕತ್ತೀವಿ. Is this all the part of capital? No. So from this 5 rupees, 3 only belongs to the capital. So adanashta now capital account ಗೆ transfer ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Remaining 20,000 will be shown into our securities premium account. So ಈ journal entry ತಪ್ಪು 2 marks ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. Okay? So write down the narration. Being allotment money including premium due. Okay, now as soon as due is done, what will be the next entry? Receipt. So write down bank account debit to equity share allotment account. Equity share allotment account. So what is the amount that has been collected by the bank? It is duly received. So 50,000, 50,000. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ ಅದೇನ್ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಐತಿ, ಇದು ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಐತಿ, ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಪನಿದವ್ರನ್ನ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಂತೂ ಯಾರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಏನ್ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೋ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೋತೈತೆ ಅಷ್ಟ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 50,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಂದಾವು. ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದೈತಿ? ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬೀನ್ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಈಕ್ವಿಟಿ ಶೇರ್ ಅಲಾಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ allotment money including premium duly received, okay. Now let us go for the next entry. What it is? First call due. Okay, entry number 5. So write down equity share first call account debit to equity share capital account. Okay, so what is the amount that is due? 10,000 shares mele. What is the amount that is being demanded? See on first call, it is ₹3 each. So ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಬೇಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ? 30,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. 30,000 is due. Okay, give the narration. Being first call due. Okay, that's it. Now in the question they have clearly stated that the first call has been duly received. So write down bank account debit to equity share first call account. Okay, duly received means only what? Whatever demanded, everything has been received. 30,000. Narration ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಟ್ರಿ. Being first call duly received. Correct. Next entry. What it is for? Final call due. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬೇಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ನಿಮಗೇನ್ ಮೊದ್ಲಿಂದನ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇಂಥವ್ರು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೇಡುವಾಗಂದ್ರೂ ಎಲ್ಲಾರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸಮಾನವಾಗಿನ ಬೇಡುವುದಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತೈತಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, so when we are demanding the money well in advance, how we come to know that this person or that person is not going to pay the amount? So when we are demanding the money, we are demanding equally from everyone. Only when the amount is received, that time only we come to know that what are the call scenarios or who has not paid the amount. Okay, so write down the journal entry for final call due. So write down equity share final call account debit to equity share capital account. Okay, now what is the amount that is due? See, on 10,000 shares into rupees 2 each, where it is given here, into rupees 2 each. Okay, so what is the amount that is due? Amount due is 20,000. Narration ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಡೋನು. being final call due. Okay, now see here, if the final call was duly received, there would have been no need only for forfeiture. But just because the final call is not duly received, we will have to go for the further entries. So let us go for the next journal entry where we are showing the final call is received along with the arrears. Okay. So what is this journal entry number? It is 8. Okay, and what is the journal entry? Bank account debit. Again, see, this is not the job of the bank to see who has given, who has not given. The bank will just receive the money, how much it is receiving. Okay, so on 10,000 shares only, the amount is received on 9,000 shares into rupees 2 each. So how much is the calls in arrears? ಎಷ್ಟು ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರು 1,000 ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕೊನೆಯ ಕಾಲದ ಮೇಲೆ ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ 1,000 shares into rupees 2 each. Okay, 2. On what this amount was due? It was due on equity share final call account. So write down 2 equity share final call account. Okay, now into bracket 10,000 shares into rupees 2 each. Okay, so now let us show all the journal entries. How much money was due? See, the amount was due for rupees 20,000. From that, how much is not received? 2,000 is not received. So then obviously how much is received? 20 minus 2 is equal to 18,000 is received. Okay, give the narration accordingly. Being final call received except on 1,000 shares. Except on 1,000 shares. Okay. Now, what they are saying? The directors forfeited these shares. Suppose idenu heltidilla ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಬಗೆಹರಿಸಬಹುದು. But they are telling us clearly that the directors have forfeited the share. So we need to show the forfeiture entry. What is forfeiture? It is the cancellation of the rights of the shareholders. So see here, every time you have given capital account as a credit. So whenever we are showing a cancellation entry or a forfeiture entry, capital account will become debit. So write down equity share, capital account debit. Now these calculations are very important. See, are you cancelling all 10,000 shares? No, only 1,000 shares. So 1,000 shares into what you will take here? The complete face value. So now my dear children, focus. Okay, this is what you have learned. This is a sum on premium. Okay, so here the premium amount is already received. What value you will take here? 10 or 2? You will take 10 or 12? Only 10. Okay, so face value is rupees 10 per share. Now, what is the amount? It is rupees 10,000. ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೀಮಿಯಂ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟೈತಿ and therefore no securities premium account will be shown into your forfeiture. Securities premium account ಗೆ ಡೆಬಿಟ್ ಯಾವಾಗ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ? Only if it is not received. But in this question the premium has been received and hence it will be not taken into consideration while doing the forfeiture entry. Okay, 2 forfeited shares account. Into bracket, how many shares are there? 10,000 shares are there. Forfeited shares account ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ? The amount that has been received so far. Now again, while doing this entry, do not take into calculation the premium amount. Okay, so 2 on application, 3 on allotment, 3 on first call. So it will become rupees 8 per share. Okay, so how much is the amount that is collected? It is rupees 80,000. Okay. 2. What we will put here? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು calls in arrears debit ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಅದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ credit ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. So calls in arrears account. How much it is? It is rupees 2000. Now give the narration. Being 1000 shares forfeited. Okay, 1000 shares forfeited due to non-payment of final call. Non-payment of final call. Okay, so this is done. In ಮುಂದಿನ journal entries ಅವರು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಯಾರೋ ಅದರ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. So what they are saying us again that these forfeited shares are reissued into the market. Okay, so you ಏನು shares forfeit ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರು, cancel ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರು, ಅದನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ reissue ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರು. Okay, they are reissued. So let us do the journal entry number 10. So how these shares have been reissued? These are reissued them as fully paid at rupees 8 per share. So ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು reissue ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಿ ಅವಾಗ ಅಗೇನ್ ಏನು ಬಂತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ದುಡ್ಡು ಬಂತು. The money is coming in, so bank account debit. Into bracket. How many shares are reissued? All 1000 shares have been reissued. So 1000 shares into rupees 8 per share. Okay, 8 per share. So yes, amount bank notary, it is rupees 80,000. Okay, sorry, 8,000. Okay. Now, where this amount will be shown? Into the equity share capital account. Equity share capital account. Okay, into bracket 1000 shares into rupees 8 per share. Into rupees 8 per share. Okay, so into rupees 10 per share. That is the face value, 10,000. Okay. So ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬೆಲೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಗೆ ಕೊಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ? 8,000 ಗೆ. So the difference will be shown into forfeiture share account. What is this? This is the loss that you are incurring while issue of the shares. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು forfeited ಅಥವಾ forfeiture share account ತಯಾರು ಮಾಡಿರಿ. Okay, ಅದರಾಗ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ರಿ? ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ rupees 2000. 10,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇರುವಂತ ಶೇರ್ಸ್ ನೀವು 8,000 ಕೊಡಕತ್ತೀರಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನುಕ್ಸಾನ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ? ಎಸ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ನುಕ್ಸಾನ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ? 2000 ರೂಪೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ನುಕ್ಸಾನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಡೌನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ forfeited shares reissued as fully paid at rupees 8 per share. Okay. Now let us go for the last journal entry, that is for transferring the balance into forfeiture shares account. Okay, so ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ forfeiture share account ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದುಡ್ಡು ಜಮಾ ಆಯ್ತು ನೋಡ್ರಿ, 8,000 rupees there. Where did it come from? It has been collected from the earlier shareholder, the one who had paid the amount till first call. Okay, so the amount that was collected from him is transferred into forfeiture share account. ಈ ದುಡ್ಡುದಾಗಿಂದ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ರೀಇಶ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನುಕ್ಸಾನ್ ಆಗೈತಿ, that will be settled. And after that, whatever balance is remaining, it will be transferred to capital reserve account. So write down forfeiture share account. You forfeiture share andre athwa share forfeiture andre, both means one and the same. Okay. So forfeiture share account debit into bracket. How much amount is there? See, already 8,000 rupees is there. From that 8,000, how much is being deducted? 2,000 is deducted. So what is the balance that is remaining on forfeiture of shares? It is rupees 6,000. This balance will be transferred to capital reserve account. Okay. Now how much it is? It is rupees 6,000. Okay. Give the narration. Being the balance on forfeiture share account transfer to capital reserve account. Capital reserve account. Okay. So ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ we have taken two types of sums where initially the shares are issued at par and then we have seen how they are forfeited. This sum is about the shares which have been issued at a premium, but here the premium amount is received. Okay. So after learning these two basic sums, you should and must be able to start solving your question bank sums. So start solving. In the next class, I am going to teach you two basic sums again, just like this. One where the premium amount is not received and the shares are forfeited, and the second we will take where the shares are issued at a discount in the first instance only, and then they are forfeited. Okay, and then we will just go on practicing the numerical questions. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇನ್ನೂ ತನಕ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಖರೀದಿ ಮಾಡೋದು ವಿಚಾರ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ವರ್ಷ, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಡೌನ್ಲೋಡ್ ದ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಿಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ನೀವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. I will send you the textbook only in the PDF form if you have not purchased, then only. Okay. So yes, we shall continue in the next class.